Hello everyone, and welcome back to our adventures here in the new village of Uphill Both Ways, where we are enjoying a cooling spring afternoon, completely not concerned whatsoever with the arrival of a first prophecy of doom and destruction. Really, I think it was quite overblown. Maybe the elder just had a bad dream or ate some rotten plums, because clearly everything is fine. We're happy, we've even got a little bit of worship of nature that happened spontaneously while some people pet some bunnies. And of course, even though it is, a little bit hot, we do actually happen to have plenty of fans keeping us cool with none other than a whisper in the wind. What a perfect name for that. Going ahead and working the fans, while we also enjoy some refreshing drinks from these brand new springs that we now have. I'm really tickled that we managed to have these like mountain springs. Kinda really seriously needed to follow the little trail of bunnies to get over here too. But yes, everything is going fine. So fine that I'm sure there's nothing that we really need to worry about, and we can go ahead and focus on helping our village thrive by putting down tomato fields, using the seeds given to us by the elder of the village of Are We There You, and basically not worrying about all of this too much, my dear villagers, especially because it seems like our shaman elder actually likes her villagers. And everybody seems like they're doing okay. Meanwhile, Marsh, one of our druids, will come and commune with the rabbits around one of the smaller rabbit totems. We do plan on leaving several rabbit totems scattered throughout the lands as time goes on. In fact, why don't we go ahead and actually have him expand some of our lands, just so we can try to encompass as many useful spots as possible. All while we go ahead and have Lord Thunder, the very first of our druids, appreciate the brand new, even bigger bunny totem that we have built. Because clearly all of these totems in the village of Uphill Both Ways are going to be different rabbits. Because I imagine even rabbit ear stuff, like the druid hat right there, yeah, actually looks like rabbit ears. Because clearly if you just sit in a field and watch the rabbits, ideas like a large fan to keep everyone cool will just come to you. So, since we're completely unconcerned about the idea of going ahead and needing to worry about this heat threat, even if we have increased the difficulty since we were last, with the village of Are We There You. We played on easy, now we're playing on hard. Now we're going to see what happens. Okay. Wow, that's so cool! 2 berry shrubs, berries, overgrowth. 2 berry shrubs have appeared in the village. Ha! And that's because we kept everything cool, and this time around we helped to keep the spirits of nature in balance, we'll say. That is so much fun, and they were able to reward us by giving us some delightful berry fields, which is wonderful since we are indeed going to need to have plenty of berries to have more babies, because that's apparently how it works in our village. Ooh, and the tomatoes are ready to harvest! Get 'em, pseudo-fishy, get 'em! Alright, so we've got more tomatoes to go ahead and put down, and now we'll even take a little break from picking these plums of prophecy to add even more tomatoes. Oh, we don't have enough seeds. To pick more seeds, I mean. And then, will that give us enough tomatoes? That will not give us enough tomatoes. And we're gonna need plenty of wood. Who else is available? Your local girl can come over and gather more seeds. Would that give us enough seeds? Yes. So Marsh, you're going to take another break from the druid stuff because we're still updating your little totem pole to have more bunnies on top. And now we've got some fun little spots with the berries, and we aren't even that worried about, the heat event yet. And yes, we did make everything harder because we really just whooped the challenge last time, but we have several days before we even need to worry about the changing of seasons. So clearly this isn't meant to be a time where we are supposed to be really smart about stocking up on preventing doom and disaster. And we're just supposed to accept that this is going to be as peaceful and calm and completely not under the threat of imminent doom and danger of a village as any could ever dream of or hope for. All right, good. We're harvesting these. We'll go ahead and clear away this sign since we moved one so we can put more tomatoes down around these springs. And let's see. Yay! There you go, Marsh. Now that your totem pole has been upgraded, we should be able to get quite a bit of knowledge going. And I do think that now that we are beginning to get some of the tomatoes, I'm feeling a little bit more confident about the idea of our village having enough food for more population. We have one tent empty, and we're gonna have to confront the awkward question soon of how to get more leather. Because the only buildings we can build for our houses right now are tents out of leather. And we become very sad, since we are a like nature worshipping community, if something had to happen and the adorable bunnies left behind some mysterious bunny blankets, we'll say. It was chicken fruit last time, so this time it can be bunny blankets. It'd be really sad if they left those behind and something totally didn't happen to them. Of course not. And that's the only way we can get leather. We'll have to do some investigation. Maybe we'll get lucky and we can build something out of hemp. Yay! The large fan research is done. Larger fans were placed around the village, but some pips protested that they blocked the view of the sea. We were very far from the sea. Okay, that's kind of adorable. All right, so now that has been done, and we might even have our windy girl go ahead and take a break from all of that to help gather more wood, perhaps, and we can turn the minds of our druids, Lord Thunder and Marsh, towards perhaps more fruitful endeavors, quite literally, because we could have them— Wah! Okay, oh my gosh, we could research the huge fan now. We need paper for that one. The biggest fans we could build. They could move so much air that pips would fly away. Oh my gosh, if that actually happened, you need 2 watchers to run one of the huge fans. But it looks like the huge fan will give you like basically a couple extra cold essence compared to having 2 large fans. And then you would have only one spot you needed to worry about too. But in any case, we were speaking of fruit, were we not? And there happened to be other foods that we could even start working our way towards creating and having. Also, the rabbit hutch. So, let's just ponder, for the sake of thought, what it might be like to go ahead and bring some of these beloved bunnies into our community. Let's start there. Maybe they have adorable little bunny fur that we can collect and weave into something useful that doesn't have to involve actually like turning or discovering rabbit blankets where the rabbits used to be. Ooh, good, and now we can have more tomatoes. All right, that's going to be extremely helpful. And let's go ahead and put down another tomato field. Having it around this mountain stream is very helpful and kind of adorable because it's like mountain stream fed tomatoes. That just sounds artisanal. And if we gather up some more hemp, then we'll actually be able to go ahead and upgrade these fans. So I think, Ginger Fury, if you don't mind, if you could collect some of that hemp, it might really help us out as the seasons change and we face down what might be a rather hot summer, if the nature spirits are to be believed. So far, we appeased them enough that they gave us berries, so very happy about that. But yeah, let's do a little poking. Rabbit hutch! We loved the company of rabbits, but they were quite adept at sneaking out of their hutches. We tried tying them up, but it seemed too cruel, even for me. Aww. So I think the rabbits actually eat seeds. So if we're going to get the rabbits, we're going to need to have seeds. And we do know a way to get a seed maker. So, oh, look at that. So we need to have a house somewhere nearby. But then we can have bunnies. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. I love that so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't even know where I would put them because they're so cute. Oh, wow. Okay, and it would attract like wild events. Maybe over here? We could try building one and just like considering what it would be like to have some bunnies actually come and like live with us in the village. Oh dear. Yes. Butcher's table. I see. Well. We're gonna need to give that a little bit of thought now, aren't we? And there's also the rabbit shearer, where you can go ahead and you can actually end up with, you can end up with a lot of wool, +1 for each rabbit within the area. Okay, hold on. So, if that's the case, let's think about where to put this. Because if we need a dwelling, and then we get +1 for each rabbit in the area. Let's see. So it could be rabbit. The dwellings would have to be positioned in a certain way. Because we could do rabbit. Is there a place where we could put down... Let's see. We could get the rabbit hutch. Maybe here. And then like, okay, hang on. I'm gonna double, triple, ultra check this to see if I can line this up just right. Because we could do rabbit here. And then, okay, shearer. Wait, it would have to be like rabbit, shearer, rabbit, rabbit. And that would be 3. But if I did rabbit, rabbit, and then, hold up. I'm making myself confused. I could do shearer, or rabbit, shearer. Okay, so we're gonna want to be able to move the buildings around before we really start making it too complicated. There's so many bunnies too. But I guess I could do like rabbit, shearer, rabbit, rabbit right here. And eventually we might even be able to put in like another rabbit with another building here. Okay, that might be worth it. So we'll go ahead and we'll put the first rabbit like down here after all. Had to think that through for just a moment, but it's going to come, hopefully, to a useful fruition of thought in the future. So yes, build it there after all, Maru Mello. We must consider the balance of lagomorphic harmony, because rabbits are lagomorphs, not rodents. Before we go ahead, kind of like feng shui, like instead of doing some balance of like where we need to position anything, we think about where we position the bunnies is going to be clearly a cultural facet that is very important to the village of Uphill both ways. And since the bunnies are going to be important, the seed extractor is probably going to be very important too, +1 for each fruit maker within 1. And it takes seeds or vegetables and gives us more. It gives us a lot more if we give it fruit. So we might want to try to switch to the tomato fields as quickly as we can. But that being said, we probably need to figure out how to make glop fast, because the glop definitely pays off for being able to provide for us. But would the rabbit or the sheep actually help out? Seed extractor would feed the rabbits. The rabbit shearer might be a moot point until we can get more wool. Paper would help with a bigger fan if we really needed it, and might unlock some more things for helping us with research. Can you imagine the cute conversations we must be having? Also, warehouse just sounds basically important. And the wood stack also sounds really important because getting more wood would allow us to go ahead and start expanding in certain areas. Let's think. There's so much forest around here, and perhaps we do some sort of ceremony before we harvest the trees. So that would be a good idea. And actually, without wood, we're not going to be able to make the paper very quickly, right? So let's start with getting the wood stack researched. And maybe we'll be able to keep on top of the seed issue and gather enough hemp that we can upgrade one of the fans. Oh, and now tomatoes are really all ready to go. Gosh, I think we should go ahead and welcome in the last of the babies that we can to the village, because we need all hands helping if we're going to be able to survive. Not enough free pips. Okay. Let's see. Well, we definitely need all of the tomatoes harvested. Which means that I'm going to need, well, and I need more pips. So, Mario Mello, you're a local girl. If you don't mind, we do need a little bit of assistance with being able to have more hands helping in the village. So let's go ahead and add in the next of the little ones who shall be part of the village of Uphill Both Ways. And I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit of a, like, drought in terms of having kids. Because we don't have any buildings anymore that we can make until something concerning might happen to the bunny population. And we really don't want to think about that. I can feel it in my bones. The next season is coming upon us. Get ready for it. There, shaman. I mean, not to brag, but I think we're doing fine. Am I possibly cursing us? Maybe. But I'm sure that Gizmossy Chaos, welcome back, and thank you so much for being one of the patrons who make all of these adventures possible, feed me my daily brekkie orange, and have also already survived in the village of Are We There You? I think. The people who died of consumption. I try not to dwell on too much. So welcome back. I'm sure that you're going to grow up here and it's going to be peaceful and fine and nothing bad will ever happen to anybody here, because why on earth would that happen? We're good, we're fine. We'll collect one more hemp so we can upgrade the fan in just a minute here. We really need more people. We can't really effectively do a lot without more people at this stage. But at least where there is a will, there is a way. And we are getting to the point where we could go ahead and upgrade a wood stack, as they say. I might actually build it, well, not next to the birds. Because the paper mill needs to be next to the wood stack too. So maybe I'll put the wood stack like tucked up in here, so we can utilize the area around Town Hall for other things. All right. See? I am a wise elder. I have learned upon the lessons of my elder friends, such as the elder of the village of Ah We There You, and as a result, I know how to be prepared for the changing of the seasons by going ahead and having a larger fan installed, for one. Let's see. Thank you, Dino Dave. Dino Dave is going to go ahead and install that larger fan, while Pseudo Fishy, Whisper Wind, your local girl, Maru Mello, all work, oops, okay, not enough seeds. All work on tending to some of those things. And I'm out of people again. Oh no. I'm sure it's gonna be fine, right? All right, and that's the woodcutter's hut that we could go ahead and learn more about in a bit here. But speaking of learning about things, because I mean, we could get the wool, but that would be used at the loom, and the loom is used to make fabric, which helps with like the buy your cheese people, but it doesn't help with the other stuff. We might not have a choice in the whole gathering of bunny blankets thing. However, the big downside is that it's actually a lot more efficient to have a butcher's table who gathers said bunny blankets than to get them from wild creatures. So I'm gonna have to do some serious thinking about that. Ugh. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and get the paper maker working, because unlike those, well, scribblers that took so long to learn how to scribble in the village of Are We There You, we happen to already have a concept of the written word and shall make use of it. Hard my foot. I mean, we're whistling while we work, people are wishing each other well, and we're building tomato fields, frolicking with the rabbits. Huh. I should have set it to like the deadly challenge, so that then maybe we might stub a toe. But it seems like everything is going very well for now. So we're going to continue to go ahead and upgrade our fan, build our new buildings, research the paper maker, which now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we don't have enough people to do all of these jobs yet. And we're going to contemplate what it might take to get the bunny blankets next time. Also, we're gonna see if I'm really in need of like making it deadly, deadly challenging, or if I'm going to be eating all of those words soon. But until next time, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye!